The reason why TranZit failed was because it didn't have a Christmas update. I mean, look at what you're seeing on your screen. We got snowmen up in here, polar bears up in TranZit. It is wild. What's gonna happen in 2024 for TranZit? We've seen it in Victus. I mean, it is just so crazy to see what everybody is working on. And I want to actually show you guys Verco's version of TranZit's remastered, because I did not get to show you guys a full version of the full-on TranZit. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Black Ops 3's TranZit. Now, what's so beautiful about this is right now there obviously are not any zombies that are spawning, but I want to take you guys across the entirety of the map. This is going to be the remastered version of TranZit. There's a Black Ops 4 version of TranZit that's coming out also by another creator called Green Run Productions. And then there's also going to be a version coming out by my team, by Zella and Dobby, that will be very similar to what we do with the Super Easter egg and whatnot. So Quick Revive would be here. And what's cool about this remaster is this takes place before the events of Moon. And so this is what the bus depot should actually look like. Everything's working in order. There's actually multiple buses out there in the TranZit area. Obviously, you have the clocks and you have different areas that you can go to. We can obviously see the original map with bus route A and B. We've got the buildable table where the turbine would go, and it's just absolutely beautiful. And it's cool because I think on the remaster version, they are going to be adding in Gobblegum. We get board games out of all of the worst stuff. They show the power as well on the map as well. And this map is absolutely gorgeous. Like, it is just so cool because not only is this area accessible, but it's just so innovative. There's all these different little things here. And honestly, this reminds me of how, like, TranZit is actually quite a beautiful map. I know Verco also has a lot of graffiti of all of the names of the Patreon members. I believe he put me on, like, a dumpster over there or something in this video. But let's continue to check it out here. How much is unbelievable here. Wow, this is gorgeous. And so, yeah, this is where the tunnel is now. And so the ambience is obviously different because TranZit is now raining instead. And this is just so cool. Oh my gosh, what was that? 20,000 barrier? I don't even know what I just bought. Oh, so, bro, maybe this could be like where you end up driving a bus. Because I don't know if Verco is going to add that. But then, yeah, here we have the bus depot tunnel, and right now it's just super ominous. It's completely dark. And as you guys know, the tunnel goes on for a very, very, very long time, considering the fact that you have to place a bunch of things here to get things going. You have to place the M16 on the wall. You have to place the jet gun part also. And I know Verco is not adding fog, he's not adding denizens, and so this whole area is going to be completely mapped out, and it's going to be absolutely gorgeous from head to toe. And obviously we know that if you've paid attention to the TranZit lore, that when the bus driver turns into the diner here, he's actually supposed to go to this route being bus route B. And so I wonder if Verco is actually going to flush this out one day. It's looking like there's not a lot of mapping done just yet, but he might actually add maybe part of Nuketown into the map on that side over there, which I think is just so gorgeous. And obviously you guys know that the middle of TranZit is just one big hill, and so it's going to be interesting because maybe he's going to add something up on this hill where we can actually go and explore. Like, this map is absolutely huge. And obviously here we have the beautiful diner. Honestly, I really love the aesthetic of how it looks in the rain. And you're obviously going to have Speed Cola in here. And what's interesting is no Galvaknuckle area to run up, but now there's actually a ladder with some sort of wall weapon that's going to be here. Maybe that will be the Galvaknuckles. And what's also cool is in this version is you can go behind this area in the diner. There's a tunnel system that's also going to act as a shortcut around the map. And what's also beautiful about this area is that there's also another area behind here that acts as like a little power terminal area. And there's also a mystery box that you can hit over there. I believe you can play one of the bridge survival maps to access it. And it literally just acts like a whole new tunnel system. It's so cool to see how Diner can be explored and expanded like this, because this area you really don't spend a lot of time in other than getting the part that spawns in this little thing with the turbine that you place down, maybe grabbing the box here, you know, collecting some sort of parts for the shield table, or maybe even, you know, just the nav card table. And I don't know if the nav card table will be on Verko's thing. I believe it will be on his map, because we do want to add a super Easter egg across Verko's TranZit, our version of Die Rise, and Slay and ZM's version of Buried. And as you can see here, instead of lava, it's water, but you don't actually get slowed down by it. And I think that's the most important part, because obviously once you get into the thicker parts, I think they will be able to obviously expand it. And as we continue going along down this road, this is actually where you can go and divot off into towards town, as you can see with the fence area. And so the church will be here once he manages to finish it. And obviously the main aspect of the area is town, as you can see with the pack-a-punch right there. And so that is going to be the bridge area as well. And the bridge is already done, which is so cool, because I think Verko is basically really just working on town right now, and that's going to be the final thing that he finishes up before officially releasing this map. And so obviously if we continue going this way, this is where the farm is going to be. And I really like the aesthetic of the trees over having fog and like wheat and all that. Even though I do like the wheat, I think it is cool to have this like really beautiful greenery in TranZit, because honestly, this is what it was supposed to look like before. We got a gobblegum machine here, and so it's cool to see which areas he's even fleshed out with like the buyable areas now. He's got some gobblegum here that we can buy as well, and he's got some different areas over here. Stock option, this is so cool. He's got quick revive here. Obviously, I don't think these will be the cannon spots for this, because this is obviously where double tap should be, not quick revive. So let's go up here. Does he have this door openable as well? Whoa. And he's got the Wonder Fizz over here. This is insane. And so yeah, I think the inclusion of the Wonder Fizz is going to be so helpful on TranZit. Bro literally just added Vulture Aid. Oh yeah, I believe there is a glitch to where if you pick up a perk, you unfortunately cannot use it. But look at this underground area. I believe, obviously, this might have to be some sort of tie-in shortcut to the power station. Oh my gosh. So, like, this is what I'm saying. You've got underground networks, and you have, like, above-ground networks. And look how beautiful it is. It really, honestly, quite reminds me of Origins right now. Whoa, this is so cool. And yeah, you know this is going to have that like bright TranZit power aesthetic where it's just super in your face. And yeah, so this also connects into the areas in farm. And we've got Vigor Rush on town, or on farm, which is just such an amazing experience to absolutely have. That is so cool. And yeah, so farm is getting an absolute massive expansion, as you can see. And with this underground tunnel area, it's going to not only complement the power station area, but it's also going to allow you to traverse and have TranZit be an ever expanded map, which honestly is cool. It makes it so that TranZit isn't just one level playing field. You can travel through the sewers, you can travel underground. And I think that just adds such a layer of depth into this. And I honestly cannot wait to see how he decides to build out the rest of this area. And so honestly, this is so cool seeing what he's done to farm. He's even added a little staircase here. Widow's Wine is over there as well with the Cold War version of Double Tap. Oh my goodness, this is going to be absolutely insane to fully play on release. And obviously the turbine is going to be here, and I like the amount of doors that he's added to the farm. It's obviously made it more rich and just cool. And look at the wheat that he's added there. It just looks so unbelievably beautiful. And so, yeah, who knew that TranZit, out of all zombie maps, could look this dang good? And honestly, shout out to Virko. And here's a whole other room as well here. Maybe I can, like, go over here and then travel all the way back towards the diner area. And it's just so cool because this is all playable, man. Like, I cannot wait to see how he decides to fill out the foliage of this map. And, like, lads, this map is hopefully coming out this year. So, shout out to Virko. This is going to be one of the coolest experiences yet. And I believe over here, he has not obviously added the full-on area, but this is exactly where you would find the cornfield. And look how massive this area is going to be. Like, the farm is already huge in and of itself, and you can see the bottom layer of floor that Virko has added here. But this is where also Noctra and Toten is going to be, and then also where the pylon is going to be as well. And so this is just so unbelievably massive, but also kind of condensed, because as you can see, this is a definite smaller U-bend than what the original TranZit is. And I think that's deserved, because in the original TranZit, it's much bigger because they have the fog to sort of block these areas off. And I think having it just like this is perfect. Obviously, you have your major pylon that you get to choose between either Maxis or the Richthofen side. And then this is literally where you would have the diner and then back looping back into town. So it is just so unbelievable to see what Virko has fully been able to accomplish already on this TranZit remaster, and I absolutely cannot wait for him to fully finish this up and for us to see the power station, the town, the farm, the cornfield, Noctra and Toten, and for all of the maps to come out, because as you guys know, this map is not going to have TranZit mechanics. No, the jet gun is going to be better. There's already a better pack-a-punch system that you can basically, like, pack-a-punch almost similar to Spaceland in Infinite Warfare and get, like, a permanent double pop ability on your gun that just looks so cool. The firing effects also that Virko has added are absolutely gorgeous, and I genuinely cannot wait for 2024 zombie maps to come out, because boys, this is the year for Zombies Chronicles 2. Die Rise is officially releasing this year. This TranZit remaster will also officially release this year, hopefully along with some other game modes obviously that are coming out with TranZit as well. And it is just looking so beautiful, and especially playing it in first person is just so cool. And honestly, I genuinely think that maybe you could, like, push this truck out of the way and go over here and check this out. This is obviously where the claymores are going to be out, and so it's just so sick to see that so much love and passion is being poured into a TranZit map literally over 12 years since its release. And you've got the lanterns as here as well, and I don't know if these lanterns are going to be teleporting you directly to different areas just like the original version of TranZit, or if they're going to be more teleporters that can activate basically to specific areas, because obviously look, you have like 4 right in the vicinity of farm right here, so it'll be interesting to see. And I cannot wait to see what this new middle area is, because this middle area is literally going to connect all of the other areas. See, like, that is where town is, that is where the diner is, that is where the Noctra and Toten is, farm, the power station. So it all loops back in and is able to connect on such a beautiful experience. And oh my goodness, look at this. There's got like these little sewage pipes. Like, we could probably literally go down in here. Oh my gosh, I just got stuck in here and I'm gonna die. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the TranZit official remaster. I do hope you guys enjoy it. If you did, please make sure to support Virko and all of the TranZit remasters down in a link in the description. And I cannot wait for 2024, and I'll see y'all in that next one, baby.